With a slight tweak of rules, the center has brought international credit card transactions under LRS. In this video, we decode the changes and what it means to you. Earlier, the use of international credit card overseas was not included in the overall limit under the liberalized remittance scheme. However, the Finance Ministry, in consultation with the RBI, has notified the omission of Rule 7 with effect from May 16. What is this change?
See, there is the umbrella legislation which is called FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act, and there is a subordinate legislation which is Foreign Exchange Management Current Account Transaction Rule 2000. In that particular rule, there is one particular section which is called Section 5 or Rule 5, which says that where you need to take the permission from RBI for exceeding LRS, what we call as the liberalized remittance scheme, where the limit is $250,000. There was another rule, Rule 7, which used to exempt use of international credit card for spending abroad by a resident Indian from Rule 5. What does it mean? It means that spending on international credit card when you are going abroad will not be counted under liberalized remittances scheme. There was no limit for that. There was no TCS, what we call as the tax collected at source. Now that particular Rule 7 has been omitted. The debit card, international debit card was already under LRS. Now that credit card has also been brought, and along with that, UPI is also part of the liberalized remittance scheme when you are making use of these two instruments to pay at any merchant going abroad. So this is the change which has happened.
On Friday, the Finance Ministry issued a clarification saying that payments using international debit and credit cards up to 7 lakh rupees will not be part of LRS and therefore will not attract TCS.
Earlier, it was said when the budget was presented that between 16th of May to June 30th, the spending up to 7 lakh will not attract TCS, but spending beyond 7 lakh will spend TCS at the rate of 5%. From July 1 onwards, a single dollar is spent on your international credit card, on your international debit card, or payment through UPI will attract TCS at the rate of 20%. On Friday, the finance ministry said that expenditure up to rupees 7 lakh on international credit card, international debit card, and UPI will not be included under LRS. This means there will be no TCS applicable on that. That means you can spend up to rupees 7 lakh when you are going abroad using all those instruments, credit card, debit card, or UPI. And please remember also, even if you have two or three credit card or two or three debit card, the sum will be taken only as rupees 7 lakh. It is not 7 lakh per credit card. It is 7 lakh total. All the credit card, all the debit card, and the UPI. Expenditure exceeding 7 lakh means you have to pay the TCS at the rate of 20% from July 1. For the current period, you have to pay the TCS at the rate of 5%.
Nowadays, we tend to use the services of international companies to meet our needs. How will these transactions be charged?
For example, take the Netflix. When it is providing you service in India, it is offering you in Indian rupee. That means you are paying in Indian rupee. The conversion will take place at the company end. That will not be part of your LRS. So there is no problem in that. When you are buying something from foreign company and when you are paying in foreign currency and your bank is converting your payment into foreign currency and remitting to the companies located abroad, then it will be part of your LRS. Payment up to rupees 7 lakh will not attract the LRS thing when you are using even in India, and you don't have to pay the TCS. But as soon as it exceeds 7 lakh rupees in a financial year, your total payout will be part of LRS and you have to pay TCS.
Finally, what should you do now?
Two things. One, when you are going abroad, please remember that rupees 7 lakh limit is there. That means if you are spending more than 7 lakh, then only it will part of your LRS and you will have to pay the TCS. Number two, when you are filing a return, after coming back to India, that TCS will be reflected in your statement, bank statement, on your credit card or on your debit card, or even in terms of UPI. There, you can take the credit of that TCS when you are filing income tax return. So please do not forget to take credit when you are filing the income tax return. Of course, there is one apprehension that your fund will be blocked for some time, and that should not discourage you from taking the credit.